Yes then guys, how are you all doing? My name is Morsi and welcome back to my channel. I am back again with another FIFA 22 squad builder. In this one we're going to be taking a look at a potential premium Premier League side. For you traders out there or guys who have managed to scrape together a fair amount of coins, this is going to be the team for you. So let's waste no time, get straight into it. So at the time of recording this guys, unfortunately FIFA 22 official ratings are still yet to be released. We've had about 4 or 5 in total. Jude Bellingham's got a 79, Mbappe's a 91, 84 Barella and some other Italian geezers. I think Pandev is a silver rare. That's all we know as it stands. Apparently people are saying that EA dropped the ball on it and they've probably fluffed their lines somewhere, but it doesn't surprise me. But hopefully we do get the official rating sometime over the next couple of days. So as a disclaimer, as always with these kind of videos, these are my predicted stats. But don't worry, I have done my research behind the scenes. I've been using SoFIFA, a website that updates player ratings throughout the year. So I'm pretty confident these stats are going to be somewhat similar to what we're going to see in FIFA 22, guys. But this team, a premium Premier League starter squad. We're breaking away from them super cheap starter players and teams that I have been doing already on my channel. And this is going to be for the guy who has a little bit more money to play with. There's going to be some ballers in here and it's going to be a little bit more on the expensive side. So let's waste no time and dive straight into it. In goal, we are rocking. It's an obvious one, let's be real guys. Probably the most overpowered Premier League goalkeeper we have seen in a very long time. I don't have him in my club, but I've got him in concept. Nick Pope. I'm predicting Pope to keep that 82 overall rating. I can't really see him going up to an 83 or dropping any lower to an 81 or an 80. 82 is where this man should be. Maybe a couple of stats tweaking here and there. This man is apparently 6 for 7 according to FIFA, so he's an absolute giant, and we know he's a glitch of a goalkeeper. So making our way over to right back is a player who definitely had a lot of hype going into the start of last season. As you can see here, he had a one to watch card that was pretty expensive early doors. Didn't live up to it. Wolves in general were a little bit lackluster. Obviously the injuries to Jimenez and a few vital players didn't really help, but we are going to go for Nelson Semedo. And I'm going to give the man an 81 overall on FIFA 22, so that is a -2 downgrade. I may be a little bit harsh there, but obviously he didn't perform too fantastically last season, and he's not started too strong this season either. I reckon his pace is going to go down a little bit potentially with the dribbling stats. Maybe not all the way down to an 81, maybe an 82 to play things safe. But either way, this man is going to be an absolutely lethal starter fullback. So this back four I have actually already predicted on my channel. I went through the most meta overpowered Premier League defenders and I'm using 4 of them in this video. So we're starting off with our first centre back. We are heading over to a newly transferred player. Not quite transferred in FIFA 21, but we have got Spurs' new signing. What's his bloody first name? Christian Romero is the man I'm looking for. Spurs' brand new centre-back, 50/60 million euros this man cost them. And he did well last season. He got a 90 overall team of the season, a fair few team of the weeks and that silver star. So I reckon he's definitely going to have that solid gold rare card at the start of FIFA. A very big upgrade on his original silver card last year. We are going for an 80 overall. Not the quickest and most agile defender you're going to see, but he's a big physical player. Very good defending stats and decent dribbling stats. He will make a perfect centre-back partner for the man we're about to see. And that man we are about to see is another newly transferred signing for the mighty Liverpool. I'm yet to see him play for them. I'm not sure when we will get to see him play, but it is going to be Ibrahim Kanate. This man at the start of last season had an absolutely insane card. You can get that hyperlink with Upamecano. They're both Leipzig, both French, and they were top tier at the start of the game. I reckon he's going to get a little upgrade this season. Potentially a 79 or an 80, purely for the fact that he's got that move to the Premier League and the big money transfer that came with it. But this man alongside Romero, they are going to be absolutely sensational together. Kanate offers a little bit more pace, still very physical, but then there's Romero there as that big bully to partner him up fantastically. And yeah, I reckon they'll be solid. And for our left back is a man who was actually a right back, I believe, last season. And he was also a silver. Definitely deserves a big upgrade. We have got James Justin. 73 overall silver last year out. I have hooked him up with a +5 overall all the way up to a 78, and I've also given that position change to a left back. The start of last season he was sensational for Leicester. Getting clean sheets, assists going forward. He was pretty much doing everything on that left hand side until he unfortunately got injured and that put him out for the rest of the season. But I reckon a 78 overall gold rare or potentially anywhere in that 76 to 79 is where we're going to see this card. He's going to have the pace, he's going to have decent attacking attributes as well. Hopefully to add a bit of something going forward with his back four. But that is the back four in all its glory, guys. Let's move on up to the first 2 CDM roles. And we'll start off on the left hand side. We are doing a proper FIFA 21 flashback. This man at the start of the game was sensational. I had him in my starter team alongside Sissoko and Ndombele. That midfield three at the start of the game. Very expensive, but super solid. we got Fred. I reckon this man may have a very similar card to what we saw at the start of FIFA 21. An 81 overall gold card, very consistent, very well rounded, decent defending, decent dribbling, a little bit of pace about him, a little bit of something going forward as well with the passing and the shooting, making that sensational box-to-box centre mid for your starter team. And this man will definitely be on the more premium side, guys, especially if his stats similar to his FIFA 21 card. You're going to be looking at about 20, 30k, maybe even 40k at the start of the game. Just thinking about it, I'm so damn excited for FIFA 22. If you are too, get down there and drop me a like on this video. Let's see if we can get at least 10 likes on this, guys. And let's check out CDM number 2. CDM number 2 is going to be Leander Dendoncker. On FIFA 21, this man was predicted as a centre-back. However, he played majority of his football in that centre-mid CDM role for Wolves. Offered a lot going forward, scored a few decent goals actually from outside the box, but he is a big, physical centre midfielder. And that is what you're going to need this year, especially if you've got a man like Fred somewhat on the smaller side of things. You need that big physical presence alongside him to bully off of your opponents, just to be able to keep hold of the ball and not allow your team to get pressed into submission. And I reckon Dendoncker is going to be a solid shout this year round. So we're sticking with the 78 overall and very similar stats to last season. If anything more going forward and maybe some defending stats taken away, but the physical is going to be there. And this man definitely has potential to have almost every stat 70 plus early game. So our team is starting to take shape, but now we need a bit of sauce in that centre mid / cam role. And a man is going to provide that. I was torn between two players. I was looking at Ndombele. He was a sensational starter option in FIFA 21, but I wanted to mix it up a little bit and break away from Ndombele. And we're going for another absolute baller who had a sensational second half of the season at West Ham. We got Jesse Lingard. He ended up staying at Manchester United this season, which I don't know if that necessarily is the greatest shout. Man, you have a very, very solid squad now, especially with the new signings. They got Ronaldo for damn sake. So I'm not too sure how much football Jesse Lingard is going to get at United. He may look to go on loan again in January. West Ham's fans would probably love that. But I reckon he's definitely going to get an upgrade from that 77 overall card that we saw in FIFA 21. I'm giving him a 79. Hoping for 4-star skill moves, potentially 4-star weak foot, but definitely 3-star if not. He's going to have decent pace, decent dribbling to carry the ball. I remember that goal he scored, I believe it was against Wolves, where he picked it up in his own half, ran the length of the pitch and found the bottom corner. Absolute baller. And he's still doing it for England. He got 2 goals recently in international football. So I reckon he's going to be hooked up this season. But I'm not going to lie, Jesse, I would have loved to have seen you take that move, maybe gone back to West Ham and get consistent playing time, because he's definitely still got a lot to offer the Premier League. So we're up to the front three, and you would have seen these in the thumbnail. These are the big hitters. And we're going to start off at left wing, another brand new signing in the Premier League. We have got the Jamaican high flyer, Mr. Rapido himself, Leon Bailey. We're giving him a +1 upgrade this year round, and he is still going to be absolutely rapid, and this is where the money is going to come in. If you think about St. Maximin previously last year, we were looking at about that 50 to 100k mark early doors. Bailey is pretty much going to be very similar. Maybe not 5-star skills, probably 4-star, 3-star, 4-star, 4-star. He's going to be expensive. But if you can get your hands on him early, guys, definitely take the punt. He's going to have longevity in his price. He's going to stay at a decent sum of money early game. And he's going to be an absolute baller. Just picture that pace running up against defenders, especially with the lack of special cards early game. He's going to be lethal. Heading over to our right wing, we've got a man who I am super excited to try this year round. We have got a man who goes by the name of Greenwood. He has had an absolutely sensational start to the season, scoring goals for fun. He's been that shining light in the Man United team, getting them some vital 3 points where it looked like they were going to choke, a draw, or potentially lose a game. So I've given him that 80 overall. So that's a +3 boost on his starter card last year, which is very much deserved because this man is lethal in front of goal. He is very much one of the Premier League star boys. He's got the pace, the physical stats, the skill moves, and that finishing is next level. And to make it even better, he has the likes of Ronaldo, Edison Cavani to learn off this season, so he's going to get better and better. But an 80 overall card is where I think he's going to be sat. He may potentially get higher than that. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we look at an 81, but then I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at a 79. And then to round off this team, we need an absolute unit up top. Mr. Big Biceps himself, who has just been rewarded the player of the month, and I'm so damn excited for it. He was an absolute ball at the start of the game last year round. We have got Mikel Antonio. At the time of recording this video, it is not official if this man is going to have an SBC in FIFA 22. I've seen the Serie A and the Bundesliga are now guaranteed to get their Player of the Month SBCs, so I'm pretty confident this man will also. So I've given him a solid 83 overall as it stands. His actual gold rare card, I reckon we could get an 80 for this man or a 79. He's just getting better and better with every game that goes on. He is scoring goals. He's also getting the assists. His overall game has improved massively, and he's just an absolute lad. And if he does end up getting that SBC, I cannot imagine him being cheap. He's going to be expensive. Early game expensive, definitely 50 to 100k, no cheaper than that. He'll be that premium Premier League striker that everybody will want to get their hands on, and if he does get that SBC, I'm definitely getting involved. So there we have it guys, another starter team in the books. If you did enjoy, drop me a like on this video, go down there and leave me a comment, let me know what you think of this team. If there's any players you would swap out, if you make any tweaks here and there, I'd love to hear from you. But until next time guys, hopefully we'll have our hands on the official ratings by the time I do another video. But until then, enjoy your weekend and I'll catch you soon. Take it easy.